Okay, Shovelhead 8, and welcome to another yard sale Saturday, but it's Sunday. So, actually, about some of it Saturday, some of it Sunday. So, anyways, I did pick up a spare coffee machine because I took two of them out one week. This one I would have to say is brand new. And for any collectible people, a 1976 Mortimer Snerd Jim Beam 100 decanter, or whatever you want to call these things. Anyways, not horribly valuable. I paid $5 Canadian for it. They're going 20 to 40 Canadian. So, a pair of moose hide moccasin slippers with crepe soles. You don't see crepe soles much anymore. Anyways, I'm hoping I'll find somebody with that size of feet. Hopefully today. Then a vintage CSR turntable. Oh, even an automatic one you can stack the records on it. That ain't gonna happen. But anyways, it was $10. It's just for a spare for my stereo systems. Okay, where do we go next? Let's go to the thrift store. I've only been going to the thrift store once a week because of my work schedule has changed for a bit. Anyways, yeah, put it out, drop it all on the ground. See? A travel Scrabble game. My brother asked me for one of them. They were on $60-some. Nice, either a round cooling rack or a top for a stove. I don't care which. 25-cent power bar with a circuit breaker on it. So I needed that. A meatball maker. I needed that too. Sometimes I buy stuff I don't really need. I don't know why. Anyways, a bug suit. A bug me not. Which can be handy up here sometimes. A silicone barbecue brush. I'll wash it first. A pair of Evo Power 4 grip gloves for, I presume, some sort of sport that I don't do. A bread warmer. So you heat this up in your oven, you put your bread basket on top of that, and theoretically keeps your bread warm. And burns your table, I think. No, it says place in the basket. Helps to read. Of course, I lost a pair of reading glasses today. And this is a Boyd's Bears and Friends, the Folkestone collection, say 2008. And it's a little shelf that looks like a book. Is that a bookshelf or a shelf book? I don't know. Anyways, it was neat, and it was 50 cents. 50 cents is good in my book. And that's one bag empty. Shall we get to the yard sale stuff? Oh, one more. This is from the thrift store, $3. A hedgehog door stopper, but it's got a bar that goes right underneath the door, so it's much more solid than just the ones that are awake. What else did I get? That. Slippers. And I know I'm a grown man, but I do have 4 sewing machines or so. So I got a sewing basket. Oh. So thread being at least $3 a spool. So I paid $20 for a whole shooting match, and there's more than that in thread, and then there's pin cushions, a bunch of stuff I haven't even looked. Probably pins. Bag full of safety pins. Pair of scissors. Some leather patches. These are old because they were $2.25 a package. And Velcro. And more packages. Not sure what this stuff is. For hemming leather. We'll take a look. Nothing there. Norfolk. Buttons. Another thing that's hard to find. Tape. Seam ripper. A pin ball. 10 high-speed drills that are filled with pins now. Oh! Pin cushions sometimes have pins in them. I gotta remember that stuff. Anyways, over in here, this side, there's zippers. Another tape measure. What are these things? Iron-on patches. Ooh. You'll be set. Minnie Mouse. Anyways, we'll go through all this later, but there's a couple of zippers here. Some curved needles for leather. Bunch of needles, which are hard enough to get. Some other patches, navy patches. Smallest set of dentures I've ever seen. And more buttons, more tapes, more threads. So that's pretty well it. So that wasn't, I thought that was a good buy for $20 because I was dreading having to go buy a pile of thread. So now, let's see, we go to the next restaurant, the one where I picked up the turntable. And we got a Stanley Fat Max 2-bag for $2, which I thought wasn't bad. Actually, I got a bunch of stuff for $15 altogether. So brand new Vermont casting grill pan for on the barbecue. And I imagine that's was more than what I paid for this whole bunch. A pipe wrap. You don't need them very often, but when you do, you do. That's over here because that was the day before. A bunch of assorted CDs for $1 a piece. Then the 3 I bought the day before. And looks like the cat threw up in this, but oh well. For $2, I'll clean it up myself. And a Rubbermaid little tote thing, which I always need more storage. We're getting there. We're in almost the last thing. Looks like a quilt, but it's a table topper. But it's well made. It does have a tag on it. $2003. So that is handmade. So table topper, maybe quilt, who knows. Let's see what we got for mystery items here. Oh, this which I didn't know what it was, but I bought it anyways. And if I can figure out how to open it up. I had it figured out yesterday. Oh, you push it and it pops open. So it's a little scale, and from the picture on it, I presume it was for measuring your product, and that was $1 at yard sale. These I think were $1, but at the yard sale with the coffee maker. So it's a little pair of saw sets for corner saws, and a big Milwaukee hole dozer saw, 3.5 inch. That was $5. You're not going to find that for $5. And if you had a Blackstone, of course they're made. These are made over somewhere, but long spatulas. Don't have a real Blackstone, but I've got griddles that I can use that with. And let's see. Oh, we bought some pocket knives and stuff. I bought this for the keychain. Anyways, 50 cents. Keep me in. Old age. Keep me and never go broke. So it has a penny on it. And what does it say here? Old Man of the Mountains, Franconia Notch, New Hampshire. That's not bad. Set of warded keys. A hawkbill knife for 50 cents. I didn't even check to see. It's a Klein Tools, made in Japan. So definitely more than 50 cents. $2 for this Swiss Army appearing knife, which in reality is a Victorinox. Needs to be cleaned and sharpened, but there's lots of stuff on that to show. This model doesn't have the toothpick or the tweezers. That's okay too. They're good in kits. This little knife is 25 cents. So it's in poor shape. It's an Imperial. So a knife that's worth cleaning up and sharpening. It's got a bit of battery, but so do I. Anyways, another little knife in a pouch for $1. It's a little fish. We'll do a flyby on this in a minute. And I went to, I was looking on Marketplace for something else like usual, and this popped up. So we'll be seeing more of this because probably the nicest butane stove I've seen. And it came, well, it was bought in Korea. So there's the stove. The grate flips over like that. Takes the standard bottles that you can buy almost everywhere. But we have a surprise on that one. And you got a toaster rack. So but we're not finished. We're going to use this one today. not finished yet. It also came with 5 cans of butane, so I'm set for a day or two. And a Lagostina kettle. And a whistler too. And if you want a set of Kamek winter boots. Not in the best shape, but a little bit big, but throwing is throwing in. So anyways, that's it. We'll do a quick flyby and we'll call it a day. First things first, my helpers who are out here, it's like 90 degrees out and they're not smart enough to go in. But then again, they're mine and they take after me. Anyways, here's the stuff we got. Yeah, we won't show you how bad my taste in records is. But anyways, there we go. So we're going to start off, we're going to have to do a fired up Friday video anyway, so we may use that to the stove. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. An air conditioned house, 90 plus degrees outside. Guess where my boys are? Anyways, you want to see what mullions look like when there she be. They got to be 8 feet tall anyways.